Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you the experience grinding build dedicated for the raid that I will be using when tomorrow's update drop. It's before the update, but this build was already fine-tuned for the update. So I have everything, the gear and the perks, how they will be working from the next day, from tomorrow. Tomorrow update drops, and this build I will be using to get score progression incredibly fast by running the raid. I'm wearing power armor, but of course, for maximum experience, you want to have unyielding armor. So how we do that? Okay, I can already show that. So before each stage of the raid will end, I will just press the button to exit power armor. And then, when stage will give me rewards, I will re-enter. That's how I will get extra stats from unyielding. So now, without any food, I already have 65 intelligence with my unyielding armor set, which is awesome. Let me cover the gear first this time around. I usually do perks, but gear is more important today. So, bolstering on the power armor. Currently it is extra energy and damage resistance, but with the next patch, it will be up to 10% damage reduction at low health. 9.5% for me, as I would be at around 20% health, so I will have about 9.5% damage reduction per piece, which is huge. Then other important piece, emergency protocols on a torso. And yes, this is a Union power armor. It doesn't need to be Union. Other power armors would work perfectly fine. I have Union, as my human character didn't yet unlock all the necessary plans for Vulcan. I would prefer Vulcan, but it's not done yet. Other stars, endurance on the second star, as I'm focusing on tankiness. If I die in the raid, I will not be able to exit from the power armor and get increased experience. As well, Sentinel. So if I will not be moving, I'll be taking less damage. Hopefully it's altogether enough to tank at low health in the raid. The 4-star is Rejuvenators. Only working on humans, but it continues healing. Quite significant continuous healing. 20 health per second when I'm wearing this armor, even though I'm a low health build. So that's a lot of healing. So this is a power armor. Now, regular armor. So that's where experience comes from. Unyielding plus 2 intelligence. And that's all that matters. Other stars, star number 3 or 4, if there would be any, doesn't matter. Modifications do not matter either, so it would be in power armor most of the time. Therefore, only to get rewards, I will be exiting power armor. So it doesn't matter outside of unyielding plus 2 intelligence. That's the powerhouse. Underarmor, I still need to wait for update to get it. At this moment, it's shielded, flannel shield, and jeans, but all rules are changing. So as soon as update will drop tomorrow, I will go and purchase a Vault style Underarmor mod from Foundation, from Samuel's. So we go visit Samuel's, buy it with 500 gold bullion. So make sure you do have at least 500 gold bullion to buy it as soon as patch drops. So I will have even more intelligence. This new lining will be 5 to intelligence, so currently my intelligence is 65. With this new Vault style, it will be 67, so even higher than previously. All the boosters I will be using, like food, chems, bubbleheads, everything that's available, but I covered that already extensively in previous video. That is up to date, so feel free to check out my experience grinding video about all the stackable buffs with the spreadsheet included and so on. For here, just saying I'll be using them all, and there is one new. So this sofa, love seat, that will boost duration of my berrymentats and all camps. So that sofa is new. Everything else like bed, movement home, and instant bonuses for intelligence, charisma, luck remains the same. So this is the buff setup. I'll be applying them all frequently, like every hour, for raid running. Now about the build, perks and legendary. Legendary, I went with all special. I went with all special. I didn't show the weapon, did I? Yeah, weapon is soft serve. That's why I went all special. So I don't really need taking one for the team or anything like that, because Cryolator with soft serve skin will be freezing enemies, therefore hopefully they will not attack anyone. They will be super slow and they will be crippled. With the next patch, limb damage will work on elemental and energy damage weapons, so I can use it. So I have limb damage, I will be crippling enemies, I'll be slowing them down to help my team, that will most likely be all bloodied too for maximum score benefits. Kill them fast and hopefully no one will die. The stalkers will be changed, but stalkers will require you to be full health to survive a hit. Most likely not possible as blooded, so I still cannot get hit by a stalker. I do have conductors, so I'll be healing myself and all teammates around when I will be firing this weapon in VATS. It's very cheap in VATS 8, so with my rejuvenator set, I have infinite VATS without any need to pop coffee or anything else. There is 3 intelligence on the 3-star. If that would be less AP cost, then AP cost would be 5, even easier, but I want maximum experience, so intelligence on the weapon. Exclusively this weapon will be used everywhere in the raid. Now the perks. Pain Train. This to help on stage 2 with the stalkers. It will occasionally stagger a stalker, so reduces your chances to die on stage 2. Bullet Storm with lock and load, only normal 10 stacks, not increasing, as Cryolator do not have enough ammo, even with quad, to justify more stacks. It will not hold more stacks. Easy target for extra damage. Traveling Pharmacy, as I need to carry stuff, and I cannot manage inventory too often. There's no time. Perception, number cruncher for damage. A little bit, but always. 8%, 16% from 8 AP cost. Tormentor for more damage as I cripple targets. I'll be crippling only one limb. You can notice there is no scatter shot. That is because for most enemies in the raid, you cannot really cripple multiple limbs. There is no multiple cripple limbs. For example, stage 1, Guardian, there is shield, and there is torso. So only 2 total. On stage 3, mole miners you can cripple normally, but it doesn't matter, you kill them faster. Stage 3, you can only cripple fusion core on enclave soldiers. Stage 4, those enemies are immune. And stage 5, snake, we still need to go plate by plate. So scatter shot not really needed. Tankilla for more damage. Concentrated fire for more damage. Max out endurance, as we need to survive everything. With all the bonuses. All the tankiness. Fireproof will change into hardy, so no fire resistance, but this is fine. Rejuvenated to boost a little bit my rejuvenators on power armor. You may notice no blocker under strength. That's because it will get nerfed and it will no longer matter. Why are you talking to me now? I'm trying to talk about perks. Charisma is very important. Inspirational. Magnetic personality. More charisma. More inspirational bonus. Strength in numbers. Tenderizer. For some extra damage. I could consider suppressor instead, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Hopefully, will not die. Intelligence, max out and 5 on top. So I have 15 and 5 on top. What does it mean? 5 on top means that on the special machine, I set intelligence at 15. And then I added legendary card with intelligence, which increases my intelligence total, increases intelligence on the Pip-Boy special, this one in here, but does not affect at all intelligence that you can use for more perks. That's 15 is the cap. So going above the cap only gives me more for experience purposes. Netherage to do more damage as we need to be low health. Power users to hopefully do not burn all the cores, but will burn a lot. Stabilized, if I want to shoot without VATS, or anything else could be here. But I have nothing else to add. Cryologist for damage. Patches included to carry more ammo. Curator for our bubbleheads and magazines to keep running. Good with salt, so our food for experience boosting will not spoil. Under agility, gunslinger for weak spot damage. We do have as well onslaught, even though the weapon itself we are running quad. But every piece of damage matter in case of the raid, but surviving matter even more. So born survival max out on top of everything else we have to survive longer. Better crits for damage, one gun army for crippling, class freak, so I don't need to continuously pop serums to max out my intelligence. Crit savvy, more damage, and 4-leaf clover. In case I miss, I will still charge the critical. And that's everything I will be running. That's the entire build. Top up with all the food and teammates that will be doing similar thing. And together will most likely crash the raid. I cannot show you how this build will work just yet. I will be doing that tomorrow because just yet, like all those perks, legendary effects were not updated yet. I'm waiting for them to get updated tomorrow, and this build will be straight out ready for action. We want as well to double dip on Leo so I can use him tomorrow and today. So now I will apply his services. I will give him Nuka-Cola Cranberry. Nuka-Cola Cranberry. This one. That gives a boost to experience for an hour. But you can only get it from Leo once a day. Therefore, I'm taking it now. And I will quit. I will no longer play on this character. As this timer is ticking now. And tomorrow, he will sell me another one when this expires. So I will have this boost for 2 hours. That's the trick. And that being said, thank you all for watching. And hopefully we see each other tomorrow when the farming commences. And those are the mutations, if you needed to see them. Herbivore, of course, for my experience farming on human. So see you tomorrow, everyone.